Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another CounterSide Global. Alright, so this is Global, that's C by the way, but hey, today we're gonna check out the patch notes for February 8th, which is like today, but hey, we're not getting anything yet, so let's talk about what Global is gonna have, okay? So a lot of things happening right here. So as you can see, mostly just about characters. I've already checked out the CounterSide Global Origin updates, basically what's happening in the update. So you guys can check out that previous video that I uploaded before this. But in this video, let's focus on one thing and one thing only, the characters. Okay, so first things first, as you can see, we're gonna have Awaken Jake. I've already made a video about Awaken Jake about 2 days ago. Please check that video out. It's on the channel. If you guys are not aware, you know what, let me just show. So Awaken Jake video, I think Awaken Jake is really good. Alright, so I think if you don't have Awaken Heal Day, you can consider Awaken Jake. So I think Awaken Jake, like I said, just to give you guys a summary, he's gonna be able to counter a lot of mechs. If you are trying to beat, if your focus is to counter mechs, he is going to be the guy. Watch this video right here. Alright, so I've already posted that on the channel, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, let's move on and talk about everyone else because there's a lot of characters. Now let's talk about Counterpass Carlota. Here's the thing about Carlota. I think Carlota is decent. She's not the best, she's not the worst either, right? But the thing is, she's not going to be like super meta by any means. I don't think you need her. If your account don't have Carlota, your account is going to be just fine. However, CounterSide now have a new update or new change for Counterpass. So what happens in the Counterpass, they used to give 10 copies of a character. Like if this is a C server, Carlota, you get 10 copies. You get 10 copies and you were able to get her to 106. But now they have changed the Counterpass to giving you only fusion cores. You get up to 60 fusion core, which I do think is an insane value. I do think it's definitely worth it. I feel like this is something that a lot of players have to consider themselves. Previously, some players, I noticed they like to skip out certain characters if the character is weak or if a character is not really in the meta. But now, 60 fusion core, is it worth it? Plus everything else, right? You get a lot of quartz, you get a lot of other things. So I think the Counterpass value has significantly increased if the price is the same. Assuming that the price is the same, I do think this is something that you guys have to consider because getting fusion core, that means you can choose who you want to use the fusion cores on. So you don't have to use it on Carlota, right? You can choose to use it on your Awaken Jake. Let's say if you decide to pull for her and the Awaken selector is going to give you, let's say you want to get Awaken Yuna or Ministra or Awaken Xiao, you can choose to use your fusion cores on other Awaken or other Rearm units, depending, right? So there's something that I think will give the players, a lot of players are going to, you need to start thinking. I do think that the Awaken, the Counterpass, the value has significantly increased. So I think Counterpasses are going to be definitely worth it moving forward, despite you not wanting the character. In this case, it's Carlota. But hey, I'll let you guys decide for your own. You can calculate your budget and see how it goes. But for now, I do think the passes are worth it. So that's just my humble opinion. Let's talk about the Awaken unit reruns. So right now, we have Replacer Queen coming back for a rerun alongside with Awaken Jake. If you somehow don't want to pull for Awaken Jake, which is totally fine, I get it. If you think that you hate dudes or whatever, hey, Replacer Queen is there for you alongside with Ministra. Okay, so 3 reruns. Awaken Heal Day is back. I don't think you should be pulling for Awaken Heal Day. Like, I'll be honest, like there's just no reason to pull for her now that Awaken Jake is there, right? I feel like you either go for Replacer Queen, Ministra, or Awaken Jake. So priority, new players, always go for Ministra. I highly recommend her. She's going to be very versatile. 5 cost Awaken unit. Helps you out a lot in a ton of stages. PvE stages for sure. Decent in PvP as well. Replacer Queen might be second on par with Awaken. Actually, I feel like Ministra, main priority for new players. Second would be Awaken Jake, and third would be Replacer Queen, followed by fourth, Awaken Heal Day, the least priority. That's just my humble opinion. If I have to, this is based upon the stages that I use them more. I feel like I use Ministra the most, followed by Awaken Jake. Sometimes I guess Awaken Jake, it really depends. You can substitute with a lot of other rearm defenders or rearm strikers if you want to. But if you're new, you probably won't have those. So Awakened Jade is going to help you a ton. Replacer Queen, again, she also can be substituted, right? I'm not gonna try to pretend that she's going to be like solo carry content in a lot of places. Castro Xiaolin is there, Lyudmila is there. You know, she can be substituted as well. So keep that in mind. So something that you have to consider as well. So let's talk about Janus Kroppel. So she is going to be Replacer Queen's younger version. So it's actually her, in case you guys are wondering, right? So please read the story. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But Janus Kroppel is a Fury type. That means her gears are going to be leaning towards attack speed. That's how her kit works. I'm not going to go too much detail into that. But I think she's a overall decent unit. Not the best, but she's an alright unit, right? If you miss out on her, it's fine. She's a sniper, but you don't really need her. Like now that Castro Xiaolin is there, now that she's probably more niche, similar to Rearm Eugene. Strong in certain stages, can be used occasionally when she's up weak in PvP, but I wouldn't recommend like going all in on her. You can see one more character here is not displayed, Gambler. Okay, I want to talk about this character. Gambler is a character that the first character that's presented in global server, but not yet released on C server. Ooh, what do you guys think? Global server getting it ahead of C server. So Gambler is a supporter counter. I'm just gonna cut it to the chase. She sucks, alright? She sucks so much. If you want to pull for her, pull. If you don't want to, it's fine. You're not gonna miss out on much. So what makes her weak is because her attack is all about moving a pawn, right? And then this passive skill, this pawn has a 33% chance of transforming into rooks when she uses a special skill, which is this thing, right? 33% chance is 1 in 3 chance. So when successful, her special skills debuff is increased by 3 times. Skill haste is going to increase, blah blah blah. Okay, let's talk about a special skill. So sacrifice all the summon pieces and does AoE, and she's going to apply this thing called the first attack are stunned for 0.5 seconds. So times 3, that's like what? 2 seconds. And this one, targets hit by the last attack minus 10%, that's like minus 30%. And then crit minus 100. Like, it's not... I mean, the buff is decent, but I don't know why this is like 33%. This should be like 50% at least. It's so weird. RNG kind of skill. And then end game. Wow, end game. Destroy the White Queen, summoning non-standard special pills. A piece deals AoE damage to the front. The target hit by her last attack is blinded for 10 seconds. Again, she does a lot of debuff, you can see. She can blind enemy for 10 seconds on her ultimate skill. She also adds range damage minus 35% to the debuff on the enemy. She also can stun the enemy on the special skill. She can also decrease their attack. She can also decrease their crit. She can also decrease their skill haste. So you can see she actually does quite a lot of things. But the truth is, she's like a... what do you want to call that term? Jack of all trades, master of none. So it's better to like get somebody that's much more specialized in these specific debuffs rather than she debuffs everything, but everything is very small. Does it make sense? Like all the debuffs are so small and it's like RNG based. So it just doesn't make sense to pull her. I would say save your tickets, right? Now that I would rather you guys pull for Nico. Nico right here is decent soldier unit. She's a soldier. Keep that in mind. Soldier ranger. Is she a meta? Is she a must-have? No. But if you plan to play or build a soldier team surrounding her and a bunch of other soldiers in PvP, consider her as an option. She's not super meta. I think Liuri still is going to be the stronger ones, but Liuri only works specifically on versus counters, right? Whereas Nicole probably has that flexibility. Yeah, go for it. I think she is not bad. Her skill kit, I remember she does very high damage towards awakened defenders or defenders in general. So if you're trying to counter defenders and if you pair with Gramarye, she can actually do quite a lot of things as well. Alright, so moving on, you also have Kang. Very cool, very cool. Kang is right there. Kang Soyoung will have a banner. And Lee Suyeon, this is the standard. Lee Suyeon, Liumi, alright. Rosaria, Frederick Doma, quite a lot of units. And let's talk about the Rearm. Rearm Kang. Okay, makes sense for them to include Rearm Kang. So Rearm Kang, do you need her per se? I would say she's very strong. she's one of the better rearms in the game. You're gonna use her in PvP a lot, right? So might as well just get a rearm Kang if you have a Kang. If you don't care about PvP, sure, but I do think she's worth rearming. Alright, just for PvP's sake. In PvE, do you use her? Maybe not so much. Maybe in danger close sometimes if you try to run a soldier team. But I do think that Kang is very useful, very good buffs to soldier teams overall. Definitely get her. Rearm Sylvia. So here's the thing. I think Rearm Sylvia is more niche. I don't use Rearm Sylvia as much. I'll be honest with you guys. Rearm Sylvia, Rearm Kang, I would say, I know they are different. One is SSR, one is SR. I will prioritize Rearm Kang, but then Rearm Sylvia is there as well. Here's the thing about Rearm Sylvia. I don't use her that much. I think she's decent for PvP, but I don't think you need her, right? So there's a lot of other options. The thing is, they remove her ability to buff Max. She used to be good in Mag teams as a normal SR, but now once she become Rearm, they change her skills entirely. So yeah, I don't think she's a priority, but if you play PvP a lot, she can be an option. So moving on, we have Tower Xiaolin. So let's talk about Tower Xiaolin a little bit. So she is decent, she does a lot of damage for a tower unit, but more PvP centric. For now, I don't see a use for Tower Xiaolin in PvE yet. Maybe there's some stage that you can cheese. If I miss out, let me know in the comment section below. But for now, if you miss out on this one, it's not too bad. Plus, I think it's better to focus on Kestrel now that they introduced the latent, the talent thing, right? The talent that you can use dupes. You might not have enough Xiaolin. You know, for the time being, maybe you can have this in the future, but for now, focus on having that dupe. Give it to your Xiaolin so that your Xiaolin can benefit from the damage increase, right? So that's something I will consider for the time being. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. A very cool patch overall. So what do you guys think? These are the new units Global is having. Quite a lot of cool units. Hopefully, if you guys are rerolling still, Young Harim, best character. That's the one that I would go towards. The Lolly is available in the 50 free pools, and yeah, the rest, you know, I've already mentioned in this video. Hopefully you guys watch till the end. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.